Hey y'all, it's finally art time. Wow. So this is like turning popular aesthetics, I guess, into like horror movie ideas. So the first one I went with was Dark Academia, and like wow, I actually started using reference of like real people, which is like wow, revolutionary. um, so yeah, I wanted to like I didn't think of this consciously during the first sort of do like run what this first attempt. I didn't consciously think of this, but later on I went to like kind of think of like what makes these aesthetics appealing in the first place and kind of turn that into horror. But this one kind of did that anyway because like the main focus was like old things because like it feels kind of like vintagey. This is Dark Academia if you can't tell. I'm so who am I? I'm so dumb. Um, so yeah, I wanted this girl in a library, and there's a spooky ghost behind her, and they're both wearing some cool Dark Academia outfits. This is an aesthetic that I'm not really into. I definitely would have been into it in like middle high school. Um, it's like not goth exactly. Definitely not near actual goth, but it's like dark and like pretentious looking. So yeah, I put the ghost in like a 40s inspired outfit. I got some references there from like Pinterest, and yeah, so she's definitely a more like vintage take on it. And then this girl in the front here is more modern, Dark Academia, chilling in the library. Um, yeah, so that's really the only like common thread between like the aesthetic and like the horror concept is just like old vintage sort of things. So like not super creative on my part, but like it works, I think. Um, so yeah, I got like these color palettes because I don't know how to make like color palettes of aesthetics I'm not very familiar with. It should be like super easy because like this is like dark colors, but I don't know. I just needed some like reference point. Anyway, so yeah, lots of plaid, lots of like skirts. Um, Actually, not always a lot of skirts, but I just did a skirt anyway. I don't know. Um, Especially for like the older girl, because like vintage skirts. Um, wow, I'm so good at explaining myself. So yeah, lots of plaid, lots of like those triangle or not triangle, like diamondy patterns. I didn't use any of those diamond patterns, but like they're in there in the aesthetic, all over the place. Um, so yeah, lots of dark colors. I definitely went more like school uniform route with the 40s one. Um, I don't know. It kind of looks like it could just be like an ordinary 40s outfit for like a teenager. I definitely looked up teenager specifically for the like 40s fashion because like adults and teenagers wear different things. Wow. I'm such a great fashion person. Um, so yeah, also this is kind of sad like if she died really young, I guess. Um, Maybe she like died in the library. She like haunts it, I guess. I did like black kind of like ghost goo dripping from her fingers and mouth. I don't know. I just thought that looked creepy. Not much point to it, I guess. I don't know. Um, yeah, so I don't know if she's gonna like attack this girl or like kind of just be like, hello, be my friend. I don't know. Yeah, not much of a story here. But yeah, I did some rim lighting because that's always good. Yeah, it was looking kind of drab, so I put like a kind of glow coming from like behind the ghost, so it's like the rest of the library is lit and this girl is kind of like off in a corner somewhere, I guess, in the bookshelf. So yeah, I could have sworn I put glasses on her. Maybe I didn't end up doing that. I don't know. Yeah, lots of like cool shading just to kind of make the highlights pop more. Um, I mean, people know how shading works, right? I don't know. I feel stupid like explaining like every single detail of my art process because people watching are like, yes, we know how shading works. I don't know. I kind of just copy and pasted all the books, like each bookshelf, because like holy shit, I cannot draw that many books, guys. Yeah, I kind of like transparent. Yeah, that's not a verb. I made the ghost transparent because she's a ghost. Duh. Uh, so yeah, I hope she kind of like stands out enough. I wasn't sure if she like kind of blended into the background too much or whatever, or if like the books were distracting or anything. I don't know, but like it's a library, they've got to have books, right? Um, so yeah, just copy paste all the books. There they are. Um, yeah, I wanted the ghost to be very like black and white, sort of like she has light hair and like really dark clothes and light skin and everything, whereas the living person looks more colorful. Like her skin is a little darker, and like her clothes have some pink in them. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I made all the books the same color, even though it's not realistic at all. But like not the same color, but like the same color scheme, you know. So yeah, kind of spooky, kind of cute. I don't know. Are they friends? Are they besties? That's what the kids are saying these days, right? They besties, or are they like not? Okay, anyway, cottagecore. So this is one that I'm actually into, and I used like some old OCs for this one. Like the adult is my OC, and then the kid is like a friend's who just kind of left the internet when I was in high school, and I was like, friend, where are you? Anyway, that's a story for another time. Just kidding. I probably won't tell any personal stories because what? Um, but yeah, so yeah, and the kid's hair is pink, so I made it like a little blonde or pink, sort of like strawberry blonde, I guess, but like anime strawberry blonde. Anyway, so cottagecore. I was thinking, what do people like about cottagecore? And it's like seclusion, being alone, family. Like I was big into like this type of aesthetic in like high school before cottagecore like was even like a term. I don't think it was. Anyway, yeah, I was gonna say I'm not like other girls. Like, no, I'm like ahead of the other girls is what I meant. Um, no, so yeah, so like animals was also a thing I wrote down, which I didn't put anything in there. And also Lavender Town did a video where she like modernized horror concepts. So this is like the opposite of that, I guess. And for her like cottagecore kind of idea, that came from like the idea of like hillbilly cannibals or whatever in like 70s horror movies especially. So I thought that might be a cool kind of thing. Like they're like secluded, they're a family, it's kind of the same except they seem like more civilized or whatever. But yeah, they're still cannibals, I guess. I wanted the whole I think fruit is a big thing, like plants and like nature and like berry picking and whatever. So like I gave her like a basket of berries, and like the younger girl is holding like a jam, but like spoiler alert, it's not berries, it's not jam, it's blood, or like human meat. I think I put like kind of just gross textures all over like what's in the basket. So yeah, do with that what you will. I don't know. So yeah, basically they just kind of like, I don't know, pretend to be all friendly, lure people in, be like, hello, we are just two pretty young ladies just vibing in our cottage here. Yeah. Oh, I also forgot to mention that I like traced the house. Like, I just cannot do buildings right now. I am just baby. I cannot draw things that are not people. My brain sees like house. What is that? So yeah, just want to like full disclosure that um, I so okay. No one's kidding. But yeah, so yeah, the girl hair very like kind of light brownish, kind of has pinky tones in it. I guess maybe I don't know if I'm just like talking out my ass. I don't know what colors are. So yeah, um, yeah, this character was the adult one was very self-inserty of me when I was like in high school. Anyway, enough about the characters. Nobody cares about that. It's all about the aesthetic, the fashion here. So I put like the girl in like a little cute little girl dress, I guess, and then the lady in like a less little girly dress. I don't know. I think anybody of any age could wear dresses like these, but yeah, she's got the little apron. I was gonna put like a blood stain on her apron, but then I was like, that'd be like too on the nose. I think it'd be like too obvious, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I kind of did some playing around with the background, did some room lighting again, because I'm always down for some room lighting. Uh, yeah, I wanted the background to be like kind of faded. I think I like blurred the house in the end just to make it like more like hazy. I don't know what that's all about, but like yeah, it's like a sunset sort of thing. Um, yeah, lots of weird lighting shit on the windows and stuff. This was all just like, I think I was like watching VeggieTales. I'm like always watching VeggieTales while I was drawing this. So like it was just kind of a blur. I was just like drawing without thinking, just being like, yeah, veggies, woo. So yeah, uh, I feel like I had something else that I wanted to say. There's those gross textures. Thank you, Song of Saya, for teaching me what meat vision looks like. um, wow, I can't just like shut the fuck up about games I love, huh? So yeah, add some plushies. Um, yeah, erase the blushies. um, wow, I'm so good at this. Okay. Also, I was watching like some like summer themed movies around this one and the next one because they're both kind of summery. Like The Ruins. That movie kind of fucked me up a little. Oh, it's done. Okay. Anyway, I'll get onto that later in the next section about all the movies I was watching. But anyway, yeah, they're done. What will they do? Are they gonna feed you the jams of humans? Are they gonna turn you into jams? Who knows? But they're valid. So yeah, the next one is like the coconut girl aesthetic, and this one was like personal to me because like it's very 2000s, it's very like summery, and I'm just like, yes, nostalgia. And I had like these Barbies, right, the Cali girl Barbies from the 2000s, and I was like, I feel like they just encompass this whole aesthetic. Anyway, so the thumbnail is just like a lady lying on a surfboard, and I feel like there's something underneath the water. Like what's appealing about this aesthetic is like chillin', the colors, the beach, everything. So like she's like chilling, and then like there's something underneath the water when she's like not looking. So yeah. Yeah, what other movies was I watching? I feel like I can't mention like cottagecore like horror without mentioning Midsummer, but like we're done with the cottagecore. We're past that. Oh, Old was another one. It's kind of newer, but like at this point it's not that new anymore. But yeah, I don't know, beach stuff. So yeah. I almost like gave up on this one because like even like during the thumbnail phase, like before I even got to like line art or like doing the details of the sketch, I was just like, I don't know if this will work because like I'm not good at like weird angles and stuff. So I tried to do a different one, which is like when I was watching The Ruins, I kind of got the idea of like plant body horror, like there's some weird corals in there like taking over you and going into your body, and I'm like, I feel like that's too lazy. Or is it? I feel like this is also too lazy. I feel like all my concepts for this aesthetic are just lazy. But I don't know. I would like to do more like body horror stuff because I used to be like big into that when I was in high school. Wow, this video is just like dumping all my high school art experiences on here, huh? So yeah, I did those like little flowers. I don't know what they're called. Um, but yeah, you know the ones, the summery flowers. I think they're in like Hawaii or something. I don't know what they're called. But yeah, lots of bright colors, like really bright. I just love this aesthetic so much. Um, I'm sad that summer's done now. I mean, it's not done, is it? I don't know when like technically the seasons start and end, but like it feels like it's almost done. So yeah, I just kind of like faded her hand in there in the water. I Another reason I almost gave up on this was because water. I don't know how to draw water, but I feel like I did like decently okay for like a really stylized cartoon water. So yeah, I also was struggling. Another reason I almost gave up was because the monster, I didn't know what kind of shape I wanted it to have specifically, but then I was like, it's underwater, you're not going to see the exact shape anyway, right? So I just like kept it as the weird shadow thing. It also makes it like more unknown, which is scarier, I guess. Yeah, blushies, I gave her some freckles and some highlights. I feel like this one leaned like way more cartoony than the other two. I feel like for the other two I started like not at all anywhere near like realism, but it's definitely like less cartoony than my usual style, which is more like this. I don't know if you can see a difference, but like I don't know. Yeah, I used really thin line art for the other ones, so this one's kind of thicker. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, she's done. She's just chilling. Yeah, I really like how this turned out. It's not super scary or anything, but like it's just a nice color scheme, nice water. I don't know. It's just chill. So yeah, the end.